Hello and welcome to week 8. Today we have a yoga mobility session for you. So we're going to be focusing on stretching out our muscles that we've been working hard and using. And what I want you to do is really feel where those muscles are. The whole point of today's session is to really connect to our muscles. We want to be holding each pose for around about 15 seconds to enable the body to fully feel the stretch. So starting standing up. We're going to reach all the way up to the sky, exhale, and we're going to gently fold forward. We're hinging forward from the hips. If we can, getting our hands to the floor. If not, just allowing yourself to hang where your body comes. Breathing in, we're going to come all the way up. And breathe out, gently folding forward if you can. One last time. So we're just warming up into the back of the legs. We're going to take a side bend now, so reaching one arm up and over, stretching down the side of the body. Back to the center, we'll do the same onto the other side, so reaching up and over. Releasing. We're now going to gently sit ourselves down onto the mat. So we're going to come onto our knees and sit down. If this is uncomfortable, you can of course sit down cross-legged. If crossing your legs is still too difficult, you can extend the legs forward. So what we're going to do is start in a child's pose. So we're just going to gently release ourselves down, relaxing the body and extending the arms out behind you if you can. Taking a few breaths here. When you're ready, we're going to shift that weight forward so that we're onto all fours. I would like you to try and make sure that your shoulders are directly above your wrists and that your knees are directly underneath your hips. So from here, we're going to take some cat-cows. So we're going to arch up the spine, pushing the floor away from us, chin drops to chest. And then we're going to come the other way, dropping the rib cage down, creating a curve in the back and looking up. So push the floor away from you. And then drop the ribs down. Notice the feel of the spinal movement. And then when you're ready, finding that neutral point halfway between the cat and the cow. We're now going to take one arm all the way up, if you can, reaching up. And then we're going to thread our arm through the other side. So this is called the thread the needle. We're going to reach up, open the arm, and reach down. One more time. Excellent. Popping that hand back down, we'll do the same onto the other side. So we're reaching up, opening up the chest. Breathe out as we reach the other side. Breathing in, opening up. And reaching. One last time. Excellent work. Coming back onto all fours. If you need to, give yourself a little shake out. You can cat-cow here if you want. Just make sure that your spine's feeling back to neutral. And then we're going to come forward, sitting onto our heels. We're now going to change so that we're sitting onto our bums. Legs are extended out in front of us. We've got our toes pointing up towards the sky. And all we're going to be doing is simply reaching forward. So we're stretching out the hamstrings, which is in the back of the legs. So just feeling that stretch, going where you can. If you can, holding it. toes are still flexing, pointing up, and then you can release. We're going to do this 2 more times. Last time. Excellent work. We're now going to bend our legs. So this is called the bound angel pose. And what we're going to do, if you can, bending the legs, feet are coming together. If this feels too uncomfortable, you can of course extend the legs out a little bit further in front of you, just getting that slight bend because you're going to be opening up into the hips and into the inner thighs. Either staying seated here, or if you can, folding forward. That's going to help stretch out into the hips. And coming up, we'll do that 2 more times. Last time. And coming up. We will now come into our pigeon pose. Now this might be quite difficult for some people, so we're going to listen to our bodies here, and if it is too difficult, you can get a chair and do what the beginners section teaches you to do by crossing one leg over the other and leaning forward on a chair. We're going to bring ourselves a little bit further forward onto our mats, and we're going to bend out one knee in front of us, so sitting up nice and tall. It doesn't matter how close your heel is towards you. Obviously, the more flexible you are, the further out you'll be able to get it. But just if you're starting, keeping the heel inwards is absolutely fine. And all we're going to do is walk out our hands if we can, and feel that stretch into the glutes. So relaxing your head down, holding here for 15 seconds. Walking yourself back up. We'll do the same onto the other side. So if you can, leg forward. Remember, the heel can be in, that's not a problem. You'll feel an opening out of the hip, and then we're gently going to walk ourselves forward, bringing ourselves down. 15 seconds here. When you're ready, coming all the way back up, walking yourself up. And we're going to come back to our all fours position, our tabletop position. Taking a quick cat-cow here, just going to reset that spine. And then we're going to step forward with one foot. So planting that heel onto the ground, we want to open up into the hip now. So we're going to push ourselves forward. If your knees are struggling, you can get a blanket or a mat to fold underneath and place under your back knee. And all we're going to do is push forward, and you should be feeling a nice stretch into the hip on this side. If you want to get a deeper stretch, reaching over, you'll be able to feel that a bit more into the hip. Holding here for 15 seconds. Pushing yourself back, we're going to do the same onto the other side. Remember, you can place a blanket underneath your knee if you need to. And all we're going to do is push forward, so we're stretching into that hip. To get that deeper stretch, just reaching up and over. Returning now to the center of your mat. Seated, however feels more comfortable for you. Whether it's legs crossed, legs extended out, in easy pose, whatever feels best for you. So all we're going to do now is just open up the back. So we're going to wrap our arms one over the other, relax our shoulders down, and exhale as we extend our arms up as far as they can go. Just stretching through the back. Inhale, arms come down. Remember, we're trying to push the shoulders down as we do this. One more time. Good work. We're now going to do the same onto the other side. So wrapping the other way, relaxing shoulders down. Breathe out, reach the arms up. Feel that stretch, send the shoulders down. Breathe in, arms come back down. One last time. And relax, well done. Give your shoulders a little roll. Lastly, we're just going to come into some heart and chest opening. So we're going to come into our cactus arms. So your arms are at about a 90-degree angle, palms facing forward, relaxing the shoulders down. We're just going to twist gently one way, opening up into the chest, back to the center, and the same one to the other side. Excellent work, guys. We'll do that all one more time on each side.